point where it's going to do that, I take your thumb off you.
Yeah.
Then I hit you.
Yeah.
So what I see a lot of people criticising Budo Can because they don't understand it. And then they say, well, come into a ring and prove it and things like that. You can't put gloves on, you can't have rules, you can't have the... So it's that whole total art of sleight of hand, deception and things of that nature. And the no technique. You know, Hatsumi said it on many occasions, but it only needs to be said once. You'll never get a full technique on in a fight. So you're working with half techniques all the time. So when you look at someone who's skilled, and this is not critical of people when I say it, but you look at Ushiba, brilliant at Aikido. Now his came from the spear art, and he used to be a student of Takamatsu's, as many others did. You know, when Hatsumi was training the dojo, there'd be someone who was the head of judo, head of Aikido, all these different skills. And he only ever called it Jiu-Jitsu. He never really said what he was, he didn't claim what he was doing. And he would say to Hatsumi, right, this is the counter for that throw, go and throw him. So some very high-ranking judo person would try and throw him and he'd counter the throw. And they'd come back and realise he didn't tell him how good he was. Then he'd go and counter that, go and counter that. And even when you watch Ushiba, and he's brilliant at it, so you throw a kick, you throw a punch, and he'll take the kick and he'll misdirect you and throw you over there, and he'll throw you over there, and he'll throw you over there. But he's not controlling you. He's controlling you in the sense that he's throwing you over there, but you've got the ability to get back and come back. What I saw with Hatsumi was, from the very outset, his movement controlled you. And when you look at the great, you know, all the different people he'd get to stand up and then talk afterwards, they would punch and he'd do whatever he did with his control, working in the space, he'd call it. And he'd say, please speak. And they'd say, you were there, and I seem to like fall into a void. They don't really know where they are because they're in trance.
Yeah.
He's totally put them in trance. And he's controlling the space with his body movements, his non-verbals, and non-verbals are very powerful. So if you want to misdirect something, you know, even the movement of a shoulder can think you're throwing a punch. So I moved already. See what I'm doing? It's just I moved because I'm not moving my feet. But by moving there, you grabbed it and go where it wanted to go.
Yeah. So
it was going to do that. And if it does that, then it can still do something else. But just at the point where it's going to do that, I take your thumb off you.
Yeah.
Then I hit you.
Yeah.
And even though that's not a hard hit, if you see what it does, it's like it's a stun. But at the same time, because it's total global, I'm not hitting you. I'm squeezing this to tension couple your jaw to put it into a better position for me to hit. And that's what people don't understand the game of that. So I watch them a lot. So you go with a knife like this, but then they'd open the knife up. They open the neck up to the knife.
Yeah.
And you go, well, how are you doing that?
Yeah.
But it's that.
Yeah. It's
then,
just for a moment again, isn't it? Yeah.
And coming off as well. So again, someone executing the technique would do this maybe, or putting on a gull wing, or doing whatever.
Yeah.
But halfway through the gull wing, well, you leave go because you don't need to be here.
Yeah.
And that's the difference. So say it was a punch. So you block the punch, and then you would respond in that at speed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you get me?
Yeah.
But it's total misdirection. Now as I come back around, I can grab anything I want, and that's what I got.
Yeah.
So I'll squeeze the fingers because that's enough. The squeezing the fingers is enough.
Yeah.
And it's not a hard squeeze, look, it's a passive squeeze.
Yeah.
But then when you get too nosy, do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And then if I leave you to almost execute, then you leave yourself wide open to what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Because what you're doing is watching this, but you're not seeing this.
Yeah.
Because that's a straight line.
Yeah.
You'll follow the curve, so I go, whoa.
Yeah.
And see, even when I'm grabbing your neck, in that scenario, so I've come to there, you've got the back to me, I'm taking your neck, bringing it around, bringing it in close, where I can't see, bam, absolute precision.
Yeah.
You know, that would take you out.
Yeah.
So you've got a situation where you're like, and you would be gone.
Yeah.
That's much more effective than hitting my fist on your shoreline.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
these places, and as the arm comes over, as the arm comes over, it's got those ties, but as the arm comes over, watch what it does.
Yeah.
right? I don't try to make that joint bend. All I do is make the shape that sends the signal.
You're still doing your matzo treatment in therapy. I know we always come back to that, but it's just everything you've just done there, how you shape change you constantly.
Yeah.
To access.
But say a knife in here.
Yeah.
So I come, go, right?
Yeah.
Stab, stab, stab,
Yeah.
stab,
Yeah.
cut.
So.
Instead, yeah, because the last thing I want to do is show you I've got a knife, right?
Yeah.
So there's a knife, so I could come down this way, I can cut that way, I can cut into your neck. Or it might not be useful in that scenario. You start to punch with that second punch.
Yeah.
But now you give me this arm. So now, you go that way.
Yeah.
You get it? You basically going through the interface
Yeah.
and then giving a signal.
Yeah.
I would purposely looked over there and focused because I know where your neck is.
Yeah.
I'm not looking to your neck. So again, like the dog we talked earlier,
Yeah, yeah.
you don't get, what non-verbals do you get? None.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah.
But I'm not non-verbals, it's like
Yeah.
none yet, and you missed.
Yeah. Oh.
So when you look at a good, when we were training with the Wing Chun person, so you work with the Wing Chun and he's expecting these pressures that he knows how to come over the top and he wants a linear approach. So when Bruce Lee was using Wing Chun, it was very linear. And then he realised he had to start sidestepping because it was taking too long to win fights and it wasn't effective. Then he started to stand on people's feet and he called it foot immobilisation. And he started grabbing people's hands, which again wasn't going on in martial arts. You'd grab someone's hand or someone would come with a stance and you'd push the hand down and come over the top. So that was hand and foot immobilisation. Then he called it Jeet Kune Do and changed the name totally from its origins in Wing Chun because he realised there was a need to do it. So I was studying all those kind of things and putting that into my karate and different stuff. I was following Bruce Lee's and we were all mismatching in those days. You were sticking to your karate, but you were looking and going, there's a lot of things over here that are better. So we'd all play around and mess around. Then when I saw Hatsumi, he was already doing all of that and more, but with an elusive obviousness. It was so elusively obvious. You know, people were doing things and they were just missing. And it was like, so how do you make a person miss like that? Because he wasn't fast. Bruce Lee was very fast. Very, very fast. And some of the high grades in the WUDO I was studying was, I forget his name now. It'll come back. But he became a 10th dan in WUDO. And I remember he came to an exhibition once in Stockton. And we were walking down the corridor. Tatsuo Suzuki. And he had his gi on and he was doing snap punches. And you couldn't see the arm move, you could hear the crack. It was like, it was like, that's fast. And I remember wanting to see it and the photographer wanted a technique. So he had to attack Tatsuo with this knife. And he went do-do-do. You saw him get hit about 4 or 5 times, go up in the air, land, and dunk. And the photographer said, I didn't quite get that. And Morgan turned around and said, you should better get it this time. I'm not doing that too many times. So we saw people go very fast. But Hatsumi's not fast. That was the biggest thing. It's like, okay, boom, and then you'd end up over there. But he didn't throw you like Ushiba, like an Aikido, because it wasn't Aikido.
Yeah.
He didn't throw you like Judo, because it wasn't Judo. So the BUDO that he learned was a totally different art, but the warrior part is that encompass part. It's like this interception.
Yeah.
You just had an execution error.
Yeah.
Because you expected it to stop.
Yeah.
So you counterbalanced with that.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
You see what it takes to...
Yeah.
See, so that's a whoop.
Yeah.
And I haven't moved.
No, I've got no balance whatsoever there.
And also, if I wanted to take you down over, I can take that down over, and you give me a technique, smack on your back.
Yeah. Yeah.
So do you want to just have a go with that?
Yeah, yeah.
Just this intercept. And see, where I'm intercepting is, I'm looking and intercepting. And as I grab, my ningo goes, what have you got?
Yeah.
Not, I've got a wrist, I'll put a technique on.
Yeah. Yeah.
You've got those technique.
Yeah. What to give me is what I'm trying to make it do.
Yes.
Yeah.
So basically, your execution error becomes what I'm left with.
Yeah.
So I've got that, which if you try to push against,
Yeah.
but if I do that, you can't push against.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
And most people's left brain is like, you get the block,
Yeah.
and you go, Wing Chun, I would do X, I'd do Y,
Yeah.
and you go, but I'm waiting for you to move.
Yeah.
Now the second you go to move, you've got to collect, because you're in left brain execution of technique.
Yeah.
So you go to and that changes the fulcrum.
Yeah.
But then, because I'm crossing the interface, you can't get it back, because what I've done now is, I've took your autonomic system off you,
Yeah.
so now you've got to use corticospinal strength, which is muscular control,
Yeah.
but it's adaptive. You've lost your balance, so it's fighting. So now you've got a parachute reflex, the body's saying, screaming, we're falling down, how do we get back up?
Yeah.
But also from there, you go to do something and now just come up at your throat.
Yeah.
But I don't have to make that into a punch.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
So say you got that, but I've got that straight out of it,
Oh.
which people wouldn't expect.
Yeah.
They're still thinking you're going to do something else about this.
Yeah.
But then you go to do something else, and I go to there, and then you give me that, and I go to there, and
Yeah.
you do a beautiful roll.
Yeah. I love that.
So
There's a chair there, if you want to sit there, Joe, on that
You
feet.
want it? I just don't want to get
Yeah,
one.
yeah. Well, I'll stop that and start that again.
Don't want to walk.
you've seen me wrist, so grab my wrist,
Yeah.
and it just leaves you in that momentary space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And see what it takes to move the wrist. So it says like,
Yeah.
no jerk.
Yeah.
So or I can be cute enough. I'll take your thumb, because I can see your thumb. You're
Yeah.
looking for my hand.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm yeah.
You come towards me with your thumb stuck up. It's like baby.
Yeah.
So that's sort of misdirection.
Is that
isn't it?
the same when you expect another step on your staircase? And you know when you're coming down,
Absolutely.
because you've still got a finished product and you can't finish it.
Yeah, and that second is when we test the muscle, because the feedback to the brain, so the mismatch is, you've already got a picture of something, and you do it.
Yeah.
Now if it doesn't work, that's an execution error. You got me?
Yeah.
So you know how to go down the stairs, but you slipped, so that's a mistake. So it goes where I'm supposed to be. And the other is, you've got a picture, but you're not skilled enough to do something.
Yeah.
So it doesn't work, so that's a retrieval error.
Yeah.
I think I'll jump over that fence, but you haven't got the skill to jump over the fence.
Yeah.
You think if I jump high enough it'll work.
Yeah.
And that's a retrieval error. And both of them put you in trance for a few seconds. If you test the muscle, then test weak. Because it has to recalibrate and go, where are we, what was happening there? Because it's running a movie,
Yeah.
and you've just put a staccato stop in the middle of the movie,
Yeah.
and it goes into trance. That's where it goes.
Yeah.
Now once you understand trance, that's the place you want people.
Yeah.
You want them to be focused. The more vigilant the focus, the better.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the more vigilant, you have to hit that finger,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And you can move it in the last step, just passes along the stick, son. Long one, yeah. So something like this, I'm a monk with the staff,
Yeah.
right? And you come towards me, hard and fast as you like. See what it's done?
Yeah. Full thing, change with space.
You're totally off balance, and I've not done anything yet.
Yeah.
But it's just total misdirection, it's like,
Oh,
that's enough to stop you.
Yeah.
I can be more aggressive with that, because as you're coming at me,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and it's understanding those spaces of not watching the non-verbals,
Yeah.
but fortunately doing enough LP to not watch the non-verbals.
Yeah.
But that's what it is. Because if you're looking for them, did he go up to the left there? Did he breathe? Did his nose wrinkle while he said that?
Yeah.
It's like, it's this gaze of just letting the communication come in, because this system is reading all of that.
Oh,
This one's trying to interpret it. This is already reading it.
Yeah.
You see the dog with its hairs go up. You walk into the pub and you sense it. Don't go, I sense it, I'll smell the corners.
Yeah.
It's already there, that sense is there. And that's what we're building, that's the psyche.
Yeah.
That's what you're building, is that, that awareness that you're not in danger because you know how to work the space.
Yeah.